Hello my quantum friends, I am Tritayan again from 7th Quantum Academy to give you a wonderful presentation regarding a different kind of unique topics which have been discussed since last century. That is consciousness. Actually it is quantum consciousness. What is consciousness? You know that there is a problem that is mind and body problem. We have researched every aspect of our body from our hair to nail, how it is formed, what it is actions, how the workflow goes on, what is the systems of our body to survive, what happens after death, and after death there is no existence, and how do we think, how do we take actions, how does our brain work, everything in the different subject, that is biology, that is physiology, that is neurology, and different research regarding the brain, human brain, how is human brain. But a big question has been remain unanswered, actually silenced since last about 2 to 3,000 years. Because before 2,000 years, back to 2,000 years, there was something which used to believe that there is a consciousness. What is this consciousness? Mind is consciousness. Is it true? We will have to explore whether mind is conscious or not. And I should not mention here that consciousness means ultimately quantum consciousness. That is the main point here for the discussion. We do not figure out mind, we do not figure out what is the shape, what is its activities, how does it go, how does it take part, and how the mind goes out of body, or everything like that. Different type of fantasy has also been given in the ancient era, that this is being done, that is being done, God is doing it, some power is doing it, everything. But when the science started to research upon this factor, that consciousness, then a group of scientists always believed that if it is not found out with our 5 traditional sense organs or any high-end device, then it is not science. But that's not the truth. In Albert Einstein's gravitation theory of general relativity, or the Planck's world, I told you before in my video, everything is invisible. But that does not mean they are not existing. So something is there which is still explorable. We will have to find it about this quantum consciousness. Basically, we will have to take the help of the quantum mechanics and the string theory. These are the most important sector of science today in the 21st century, when we are going ahead and finding out new and newer chapters of the creation of the universe, the mechanism of the universe at a par with our own existence. Our brain is working with billions of neurons, but these neurons are governing the brain, and brain is governing the body. But who is governing the neuron? That is the first and foremost question. Take it as the introductions of the quantum consciousness. This is a special playlist we have made to give you the latest research and latest idea about what is the quantum consciousness. Actually, this consciousness which we are going to discuss about may be of 2 types, local and non-local. What is local consciousness? That I am conscious about these things, I am conscious about this work, I am conscious about these situations, so I will take my own course of action based on this situation. That means I have analyzed it, I have gotten it granted, I have always thought of it, and I have some intuition or I have some experience from where I am taking decision that I am conscious about this matter. Don't come to me, you are a bad person, I am conscious about myself, my dignity, etc. But that is the work of the brain. That is the work of the cortex. And the local consciousness always starts working in our brain. But how this consciousness is formed? To narrate it, I will have to say you that there is another type of consciousness that is called unlocal consciousness. It is a matter of vast research, and it has been analyzed with the string theory and the quantum mechanics. In this regard, I can name the great scientist Roger Penrose. Roger Penrose's orchestra theory. This theory has given us a clues that what actually the consciousness is. Consciousness practically a non-local factor. Non-local factor means because consciousness is not at all attached to our body, our brain or our neuron. Consciousness is alien. Consciousness is the matter of out of our brain, out of our neuron, that may be just around my environment. Consciousness may remain or stay at 1 or 2 kilometers far away, or consciousness can also stay in the Andromeda galaxy and can control me also. But how this consciousness is created? Actually, consciousness is a quantum information. You know, superposition and quantum entanglement. These are the quantum information. Due to some strain and stress in the space, strings take birth. After taking birth, they start to vibrate. And after the vibration, different kind of particles takes birth also. Along with it, quantum fluctuation goes on. Quantum fluctuation is actually the superposition of yes and no. That is, existence and non-existence, everything and nothing. Existence is going out, then non-existence, and non-existence going out, then existence. So it is not a circular process. Actually, it is a wonderful process that is the superposition. This superposition giving us a quantum information, that is qubit. And after this creation of this particle or field operator, you know, in the Planck's world, I told you before that there is a field operator, annihilation and creation, annihilation and creation. So there is an annihilator operator, that is psi, and creator operator, that is also psi, with different mathematical representations. These quantum informations gets entangled with each other according to quantum mechanics. And these quantum informations are ultimately Hamiltonian. What is Hamiltonian? Different kind of energies are there. Mechanical energy, there is potential and kinetic energy, electric energy, electromagnetic energy, heat energy, thermal energy. All these energies are basically the steps of the different evolution, steps of the evolutions of birth of the different quantas in our universe. If you want to know that what is the quanta and how did it take birth, you will have to go in my earlier videos. It is specially mentioned there, birth of quanta or quanta, something like that, in our quantum physics playlist. Anyway, this entangled space is actually the consciousness. And the quantum information superposed and entangled a specific or a particular entangled state comes to our brain. Where? Just outside the neuron. Outside every neuron, there is a wall, very delicate wall, and this wall is called, normally we can say that a very small tubule, that is called microtubule. This microtubule is actually formed with two kinds of protein. Both protein are tubulin protein, and alpha tubulin protein and beta tubulin protein are there. Alpha tubulin protein has 450 amino acids and beta tubulin has 445 amino acids. Beta tubulin protein is stranded in the helical structure of the alpha tubulin protein. And hence, if we go further, we will see there is a process taking place within this microtubule. If we can look inside the microtubule, we will see that there is an inner wall. And this inner wall is always the space of chemical reactions of the amino acids. Amino acids are playing with each other, and so the energy are being created and being vanished. And with these amino acids, a temporary pocket is being created there that is called hydrophobic pocket. This hydrophobic pocket is actually the places of quantum confinement because it is non-polar and it has no water at all. So after the game playing of the amino acids molecules, when this hydrophobic pocket gets ready, then the unlocal consciousness takes place and quantum coherence starts. After the confinement, some processes are left simple. Pi stacking takes place there. What is pi stacking? Pi stacking is particularly some aromatic molecules when comes with each other to make a bond, that is pi bond, and when they get closer, then actually they comes one after another, then their repulsive force to each other makes the pi bond weaker. And so this organic bond breaks down and it becomes inorganic compound. And electron bonding and coupling starts. This is the process where the quantum coherence starting in the hydrophobic pocket. The entanglement with the superposed properties of a quantum state when coming from outside. You know that quantum entanglement is a very fascinating thing because anything if splits with the same spin or same quantum number and goes out to the more than speeds of light, it goes more than speeds of light instantly. So the splitted particles maintain their properties together even in existence of a large distance between these two. This is quantum entanglement. So this quantum entanglement enters into the hydrophobic pocket, it gets quantum coherence, and sometimes this quantum coherence are governed by the different chemical processes that is getting places in neuron. After it goes directly to the different phases and takes their shelter in the different parts of our brain. This is the quantum synchronization. This is the quantum neurotransformation or neurotransmission. And these processes, the workflow gets that entanglement states into the different parts of the conscious mind, subconscious mind and unconscious mind. If we look psychology, there is 3 layers of mind humans have. First one is conscious mind. This conscious mind is a cognitive. What we are seeing, what we are interacting, what we are taking decisions, what we are analyzing, everything is from our conscious mind. But there is another mind, layer of mind, that is subconscious mind. When we dream, we cannot control ourselves, our brain, but still our brain runs. Something we see which is not at a par with our daily life experience. It may be reflected, but mostly it comes from the subconscious mind. And there are many things in the unconscious mind we cannot even know what is there. But if they get vibration, much more vibration, if the quantum state arises, if the quantum state starts to be more denser, then naturally this will be another world you can step in there. So this is the quantum consciousness. This quantum consciousness is entirely non-local I am talking about. Because the consciousness I am not talking about is the quantum consciousness that is working in our conscious mind. I am talking about a quantum consciousness which is working in our unconscious mind and subconscious mind. And this quantum consciousness, when it's come into the microtubules hydrophobic packet with the different process like quantum confinement, like pi stacking, like electron coupling, and along with the different processes that is related to the quantum mechanics. And these qubits, that means, what do you think as a binary number 0 and 1 at the same position, superposition, that starts working. And it governs the brain and brain governs the body. So the question arises here, if our body does not exist, then where does this consciousness go? Normally, this consciousness, if stays entangled tightly, then it will go out of our brain. And after out of our brain, it will be splitted and quantum entanglement will be maintained. Maybe one part will be in this world, maybe another part in very far, that may be Andromeda galaxy, and that may be in the time of Big Bang. But it's not that clear. Whatever I have given you, that is a small introduction of the quantum consciousness, you know. But this quantum consciousness has been researched from the very beginning. From the Hindu texture, from the Vedic text, Upanishads, and other different religious texture, at that time, they have also described what actually the quantum consciousness is. And to get this quantum consciousness into the reality, visible reality, they used to meditate. They had a work, that is the meditation. The deep concentration, which creates much more quantum fluctuation, creates much more quantum entanglement, and then they can feel, they can visualize. They can visualize also the world they have never seen. So this is a big question, but how all these processes go on? What is consciousness? What is local, non-local consciousness? How this consciousness come into brain? How does it govern the brain? How does it govern the conscious mind, subconscious mind and unconscious mind? And what happens when our body does not exist? What happens to that consciousness? All these questions are very important and we will be discussing in our next videos one by one. So follow quantum consciousness, because you should know that this is the most powerful world that is creating everything. This quantum consciousness is creating the quantum world, Planck world, classical world, planetary world, and humans' existence. Whether they are alien or not, we don't know still now. But for the humans' existence, from the rocks' existence, from the tree and plants, jungles' existence, from the rivers' existence, from the clouds' existence, from the sun, moon, galaxy, everywhere there is an existence. And every existence is being governed by consciousness. Actually, quantum consciousness, which have also a strong background for explanation with the string theory. We will come back again. I am Tiptan with 7th Quantum Academy, and if you are interested in quantum consciousness playlist, you can subscribe our channel 7th Quantum Academy. Just type in the YouTube that 7th Quantum Academy, subscribe it and tap on the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever any new video is uploaded. So from this consciousness I am telling you that we are coming back in next birth of consciousness. How does this non-local consciousness takes birth and what is the way they come to our brain, and after coming into our brain, how does it take places in the neurons and how does the workflow starts and how do they govern our whole brain and how do our brain govern our body. Till then, a little goodbye from Tiptayan.